1 year ago, May 30th, I officially launched Growing Together Neurodiversity at Home. I had no idea what I was doing, but I do know a lot more than I did a year ago. And since you've been a part of this journey, it feels right to share what that year actually looked like. So today I'm doing something a little different. I'm pulling back the curtain slightly. I started this channel because I needed an outlet for all the energy and information that I was gathering while trying to figure out what was best for my family. And somewhere along the way, I had this thought. I have a medical background. I understand how systems work. And I am still hitting wall after wall navigating resources for my kids. If I'm struggling with this, how are other families doing it without that background? At some point I thought, why am I typing this into a comment box when I could make a video? The other piece was this. Whenever I talked to moms who were in similar situations, I noticed we had so many of the same experiences, the same frustrations, the same feelings, just maybe at different stages. And when we talked, I felt less alone. And sometimes I learned something new. And I thought, I want to create a space where that happens on a bigger scale. That's what pushed me to finally start this channel, then my website, and now Facebook. I've been homeschooling my neurodivergent kids for 8 years. I've navigated Katie Beckett, IEPs, therapy schedules, curriculum rabbit holes, meltdowns, and much more. All of it. But there was also something more personal that was driving this. I was tired of content that was either too clinical or too polished, and not enough voices saying, this is hard. You are not failing. Your kid is not broken. And here is something that's actually useful. That's what I wanted to make. This is still what I am trying to make. When I first started, I hadn't truly found my voice yet. And honestly, I was a little overwhelmed by how many topics I wanted to cover. I have lists, serious lists. But this year has really been good for growth and focus. The more I've shared, researched, and heard from all of you, the more I've developed that voice and found direction. And a few things genuinely surprised me this year. Georgia content found its way to people faster than I expected. Families are searching for this information. And this system is so inefficient and hard to navigate. I hope that when I share my experience, whether it's a good one or a not so good one, I can help you see the path a little clearly more than I did. And I hope it makes it easier for you. Because I know some people would just give up. But I know what that would cost a family too. Because I know what that would cost my family. I've also been doing some advocacy work on the side. I've started trying to engage in the systems that I'm navigating because we are the families behind these resources. We are who they are supposed to be helping. And I feel they need to know how these programs actually affect us. That was not something I had planned, but I just felt that it was necessary. But the community piece, that's what's been keeping me going. Comments from parents saying, I thought I was the only one, or I feel this. That's the whole point. And I didn't even realize how much that would mean to me until I started experiencing it. If I could go back and tell myself something on May 30th last year, here's what I'd say. I wish I had known how much I needed this, because I probably would have started even sooner. I've learned that navigating these systems are genuinely hard, and that families need someone who's already been there, because the alternative is giving up. And I know what giving up would cost a family. This community is exactly what I hoped it would be, and even better. The comments, the messages, the Me Too moments, these have kept me going on the weeks when I felt like nothing was landing. YouTube is slow. Some videos sit quietly for weeks before they find their audience. The hardest part is trusting that the right people will find it when they need it. And I'm still learning, so please be patient with me. The content side comes naturally. The business side has definitely been its own education. But I'm figuring it out because this matters too much to stop. So what's year 2 going to look like? It's going to look a lot more intentional than year 1. It's going deeper into Georgia resources, more walkthroughs, more experience videos, more of what I think actual families are searching for. And there's so much more to cover. HIP, the new Katie Beckett portal, family support services, and more. I'm continuing the Homeschool series with a lot more to say about curriculum, teaching neurodivergent kids using research-backed approaches, and what homeschooling actually looks like day to day. And longer term, I'm working towards digital resources, deeper dives, and continuing to build a community that actually supports these families. But honestly, I really want to know what you need. What are you struggling with that you can't find information about? What would make year 2 actually useful to you? Drop it in the comments. I'm taking notes. I am really grateful that this channel exists. I'm grateful you're here, whether you found me 3 days ago or you've been along for the ride from the beginning. If this channel has been helpful to you in any way this past year, I'd love it if you dropped a comment today. Tell me what brought you here and what has resonated. It genuinely means a lot to read those. And if you're new, welcome. There's a lot here, and the best place to start is linked below. I'm Maryellen Yates, and this is Growing Together, Neurodiversity at Home.